What's going on, guys? Welcome to an episode of me reviewing skate shop websites. Make this smaller. I'm checking out Baker Skateboards today. So I thought this would be a fun segment. Some of you may know I actually work as a designer and primarily work on web design these days. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of jump into a skateboard website and kind of rate what I think they've done right and rate what I think they've done wrong. And we're going to start with Baker Skateboards. They're probably one of my favorite companies out there. I've just kind of been following them throughout the years and just absolutely love the team. So without further ado, let's get to the website. So yeah, cool loading screen. I love the product photography that they use. It's just kind of like clean and simple. These cards have really cool hover effects. You can kind of see the top color of the board, which is nice. Most people like to know what the top ply color looks like. Banner up here is good, simple. This is a good place to kind of put announcements if they got deals. Right now they're trying to promote their latest video. Let's see what happens when we click on it. See, that's not the best user experience. We don't want this link to open in the same tab because then it just basically takes the user away from shopping, and really what they're ultimately trying to do with this site is to sell boards. So if someone clicks this, they leave the site and then you've lost them. Sure, they're watching your video, which is important. Maybe they'll go back and buy a board, but really what you want to do with this link is to be able to open it up in a new tab. The logo in the middle, that's cool. Let's pricing here, that's dope as well, seeing as there's people from all over around the world shopping here. Let's see what this menu looks like. So we've got the hamburger menu here on the left. We click into it. Yeah, kind of busy. I think this is like a kind of a lost opportunity. Instead of having like the menu here, like a lot of websites do, they've gone for the hamburger menu style, which is cool, but like I feel like they could really create fun, cool experience with this menu kind of slide out, and they can make it almost like full screen and add different sections where like it shows pictures of like the boards, shows pictures of apparel, shows pictures of headwear, shows pictures of wheels, kind of broken up in different sections so that it just gives the user a lot more to distinguish all this. Whereas when it's all writing, we see all writing in a row like this, it's harder to like pinpoint and pick out a specific thing we're looking for. It just takes a little longer. Just a bit of a laggier experience in my opinion. Let's continue down the page. I like, first of all, that they've gone straight into products. There's no like messing about. They've gone straight into what they want to sell first, which is these boards up here, which I'm assuming is their newest boards. Good a bit of information here. It shows the name of it, the size, and the price. Let's scroll down here to see what else they got. I love the artwork these days that Baker's been doing. I think it's really unique. Yeah, I'm just really into what they've been up to these days. Oh cool, we got some clothes here. Yeah, I mean, their product photography is on point. The only thing I would like to see is like more of the team kind of scattered throughout the site, and they should like pay them for that, like get them in there, getting pictures of them with their shirts, getting pictures of them holding their boards, because ultimately that's why people come to Baker, right? It's because they want to buy. Obviously the products are dope, but they're there because they support the team and they think the skating is sick. So visualizing those skaters, their favorite skaters, wearing the shirt or holding the board, it just creates that emotional connection, which actually helps the buying process and makes someone want to purchase a product more if they're able to visualize either themselves wearing the product or visualize their favorite skater wearing the product. So something to think about. But yeah, let's click into one of these products and see what we got going on. This is cool. I like this kind of like big image. You can even zoom in, which is cool. Big image here. You got the name, the size. Sezzle. This is important. This is like a lot of e-commerce sites are doing this now. This also kind of helps that buying process. Not everyone is prepared to spend, let's say, $92 out the gate. So if you have the option to go and purchase this product in kind of 4 interest-free payments, you're more likely to go and spend that money. It's kind of like the credit card model, pay later, so to speak. That's smart. It helps definitely with conversion. I'm going to be using kind of like e-commerce website technical terms here, but conversion is essentially when someone clicks through and buys a product. I like that they've put the art by, and then they put the name of the artist. Mike Gigliotti. I think he's the owner of Lottie's or one of the dudes at Lottie's skate shop. Yeah, so cool artwork. I like that. Just kind of like water painting style. They put the size, I like the width and the length, which is dope. and the wheelbase. I think that's super important. These days, consumers are getting smarter, especially skaters. We want to be specific with what shape and size we're getting. We don't want to just have the width size. We want to have the length. We want to have the wheelbase. I like that they put it's the mellow concave OG shape. Baker's been doing that for a while. I think it's cool that they do that. And that includes sheeted grip. Cool. I mean, I would, instead of going into like other products below here, if you really want to get into like helping with conversion on this page, I'd go into like other photography of, like I said, Reynolds skating this board, or like just pictures of the board in the street, and then like a little more detail of the shape would be cool as well below this, instead of like showing other products. You know, it's a lot more work. This is kind of like a simple, easy way to do it. Another thing that could benefit here, these are kind of fun, but kind of distracting. I would make these sticky. So what that means is that this would like live at the bottom of the page and just be stuck there. That way, as soon as like you scroll past this, it stays at the bottom. And that way, when you're at the bottom of the page, you still have the option to add to cart. It just like keeps your attention on the fact that you were shopping for that specific product. And then that way you can go and put it in your cart. But yeah, let's go check out some other pages here. What do they got? Board construction. That's kind of cool. Oh, that's cool. They have like a little description of all the boards. See, this would be a good opportunity to put actually this on the actual product page. That way, when you're shopping for like a specific board that you like, you can go and reference it right below and see whether it's the shape and size you're looking for. But yeah, it's cool. I think I've only skated the OG shape. Comment below, guys, if you guys have skated the squared nose and tail. I'd be curious to try one of those one day. It's kind of a cool shape. Definitely the trending shape at the moment. Less popsicle, more square, which is cool. I'm into it. All right, let's look at Thank You Skateboards. Jeez, what a mess. I mean, banner, sure, it's on point. I think banner images, everyone kind of uses black background with like a white text, but like I think people should consider using different colors, because if you're trying to capture the attention of somebody, you really want it to stand out. I'll give you an example of like, I mean, this website has just way too much going on. But if you look at their banner here, it's like a bright yellow. There's like kind of little like icons and emojis in here. It's really catching the eye of the user. It's kind of cheesy. I probably wouldn't put this on a skate shop website, but like a countdown to like when a deal is no longer valid. But you can kind of play around with fun stuff like this to really capture the attention of the users, so it makes them click in. Whereas like a black and white background, it's just simple. It kind of gets lost. But let's look at the navigation here. Everything here is way too close. It could really use some white space. And by white space, I mean like spacing, like take this logo and like put it over here type thing. I'd make these navigation items smaller so that they're not so like jumbled up together, which makes it actually harder to like distinguish each one or differentiate each one. What else? This banner hero section here, back to school mystery box. Where does that go? It's kind of cool. You get a mystery box. The design of it's okay. Also, it's not necessarily best practices these days to have different imagery that always changes, because let's say you're like halfway through reading this and considering clicking on it, and then it changes, and then like you're then distracted again, and then it changes again. Yeah, there's just a lot going on here. I'd keep it like simple. How Baker does it, going right into products. That's really the best experience these days. One of the best converting stores out there is Google Play Store. I think they're like 30% conversion, which is really high. And that's what essentially they do. They go straight. They have a couple quick banners up here, which you could do. Instead of like breaking these up full screen, you could have like quick small banners at the top, which highlight, let's say, your new part, Bigger Bang, sweet. And then like mystery box, sweet. So then you want like these products. Maybe this is a skateboard, maybe this is a shirt. You want these products to be above the fold. And when I say above the fold, I mean like that's the fold. Anything below where you'd have to scroll. So if you're not seeing products right away, you might want to scroll, but like these are just way too large. It's good to have like decks or clothing, but I actually really like what they've done with this like little button here for decks. I'd almost like replace this navigation up here with those types of buttons. I think those look cool. They definitely catch the attention more. than what they currently have here. I think Empire Skateboards does something similar to that. Let's take a look at their site real quick. Or maybe I'm thinking of, oh no, I'm thinking of Roland Skate Shop. It's a Montreal skate shop, but they have a pretty cool online store. Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. Their like menu up here is kind of that cool design. Yeah, does a cool job. Yeah, they're very like editorial style design here, which is okay. It's kind of outdated though. Like you really want to have access straight into like products, like how Baker's doing it. But yeah, let's look at some of this product photography. It could be better. This is weird, like load time. Like you have to hover over and then it loads and switches. Kind of a bad experience. Yet again, can take back to Baker. Having that gray backdrop really makes the boards stand out and pop out on the screen. Whereas if they're hanging out on a white screen, it's not as full width. They just don't stand out as much and they're just not as attractive. That also doesn't help that these graphics are very Looney Tunes style, which is cool. I mean, some people are into it. It's not really my style, but it's definitely something. Well, it's sold out. That's a shame. I really want to buy that board. I mean, props to Tori for doing all of this. He probably honestly made this website himself. I would not be surprised. The dude just like sounds like he just does it all himself. But there's definitely a lot of inconsistencies with this page. Like if we look, this view all button is completely different from like this Dex button. So there's just a lot of inconsistencies on the page, and they might not like seem like much to you guys. You might look at this and be like, oh, whatever, like it's not really a big deal. But these are like little inconsistencies that you register them subconsciously, and seeing inconsistencies just makes the brand as a whole not feel complete and like uniform, and doesn't really paint a full picture. I'm kind of having a hard time trying to articulate what I'm trying to say here, but I hope you guys I hope you guys understood that. This is just randomness, attention grabbing, but it doesn't lead anyone anywhere. The thing with a website is that you want to lead users somewhere. This leads them nowhere. It's just like a bunch of graphical nonsense. Like there's no button here. This isn't linked to anything. It's kind of a useless waste of time, to be honest. Like the thing with design is that it's got to be intentional, right? You want to design a section that has intention. Where are you leading that person? Are you trying to get them to shop for a product? Are you showing them maybe your process of creating graphics? But with this, it's just, like I said, it's just wasted energy. What's even going on here? It's kind of broken. And then, some more wasted energy graphics. The button here isn't the same as the other ones. Also, all this text could be left aligned. The way we read in English is left to right, so having a middle aligned text actually makes it more difficult to read. What's cool about us is a video. Video content on a website is important these days because most of us, we view things in video format, so to be able to watch something as a video is good. That's it. That was me reviewing a couple skate shop websites. Let me know down below if this is actually something that you're interested in. I'm just trying to be creative and try different things. Some of you may know I got a broken rib, so I'm not able to skate at the moment. So I'm just coming up with like different ideas of things that I could do that might pique your interest. It's interesting to me. I think it's cool. I've always wanted to design a skate shop website because I think there's so much opportunity out there to create a better experience on websites. There's some really good companies that do it well out there, but there's so many skate shops that are losing out on product sales because they don't have an online store, or the one that they have is just completely outdated and just not doing well. So having a website that has a really unique and good experience that makes it easy for someone to navigate and find what they're looking for is super important in today's day and age. So that's all I got to say. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're having fun on your board, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace.